Hey everyone, this is Rachel. Thanks for clicking on my video. And I came in today with a little bit of celebrity news. How y'all been doing? I've been away for a minute, but I'm back with some stories that have interested me. Now, the first one up is Miss Kim Zolciak. You know, she's supposedly on her way back to Real Housewives of Atlanta, but there was something that she tweeted that when I saw the tweet, I was like, this is one stupid, silly bra. So she sent out this tweet to Christy Teigen, and I'm just going to read it. It said, so your hubby is coming to Atlanta May 19th, and Cash is beyond obsessed with him. Who does Brielle have to blow in order to meet him? And then she ended with LOL. Y'all, and y'all know Christy Teigen, you know, she will respond back. So she tweeted back to this insane, stupid woman. Please don't blow anyone. It's not that good of a show. JK, it's good, but I'll get you tickets without the oral. Y'all, I mean, really? Come on now. And then I heard that her daughter came onto Twitter and defended her mother, and basically Kim Zolciak added another tweet that said, you know, basically if you can't take a joke, then unfollow her. I just don't think that it was like a joke that was even a joke, y'all. It was just crass and stupid. And like I said, if you're gonna offer up those type of services, why are you offering your daughter? Damn, you old broad, do it yourself. Y'all, did y'all hear about this? Tell me what y'all think of this because I just thought that shit was stupid and crazy. Who can Brielle blow? Y'all let me know what y'all think. On to the next. Now, this next story, y'all, I was like, what? Chris Rock and Kerry Washington. I was like, Chris, you know what? You messy, messy, messy. Now, y'all know Chris Rock and Kerry Washington starred in I Think I Love My Wife. Now, Chris was doing an interview. I forgot with which publication, but he was saying how he was a rotten husband. He was terrible. And he talked about how he cheated on his wife. And a while back, Chris kind of intimated, you know, that he had relationships with different uh, stars in Hollywood. He really didn't go into it back, you know, a few years ago, but I guess here recently, y'all, he done said he slept with Kerry Washington. I don't know, y'all. What y'all think about that? Now this was a while back when they were making the movie. Now at the time, Kerry Washington was not married, but Chris Rock was. So I don't know, y'all. Do y'all believe that Kerry Washington, you know, during the movie, slept with Chris Rock? Now let me just tell y'all, as I like research the story and stuff, do you know that during that time that there were rumors that those two were messing around? Now honestly, I never knew that. I never knew it. I watched the movie. I thought they had great chemistry. I actually liked the movie. But the thought that they were actually messing around in real life, it never crossed my mind, and I never heard the rumors. But from what I'm reading, those rumors were all over everywhere during the time that they actually made the movie. Y'all, I'm shocked. I don't know if I'm more shocked about Chris or if I'm more shocked about Kerry Washington. It just seemed like an odd couple, y'all. I don't know. You know, I was trying to wrap my head around it, and I was like, hell, stranger things have happened. You know, was she, you know, a smaller, you know, actress back then, and maybe she thought, you know, that if she slept with Chris, you know, he was this big time comedian, it would further her career. It's just that the Kerry Washington that we know today, you know, Miss Scandal Kerry Washington, I just didn't see her doing it. But then you gotta kind of, look back to who she was back then. Do you think that she would have done it? Y'all, let me know in the comments. I'm telling you this, when I read this one, I was like, Chris, even if you did do it, why you gotta, you know, kiss and tell? Keep that shit to yourself. You could have just left it at, I was unfaithful. I messed around with some people in Hollywood, but I'm not gonna name names. Why he gotta come out and actually, put a name on her? Because at first, when I read the story, I thought that the people that wrote the story were kind of, guesstimating who it was. And no, y'all, they wasn't guessing. There were rumors out there during that time that these two messed around. Child, I don't know, but I'd like to know, first of all, if y'all heard those rumors back then, let me know down in the comments. Because, like I said, I hadn't heard anything. And then, secondly, do you actually believe that these two had a little side affair? Was Kerri Washington mistress to Chris? I don't know, y'all. Let me know, let me know, let me know. And on to the next story, y'all. This last story, y'all, is about Steve Harvey. And I can't believe I'm talking about him again. Steve Harvey, y'all, I'm coming to believe he is a dirty motherfucker. So, y'all, I might be late on this story, and I'm pretty sure I am because I've been out of the loop for a little bit here. But I heard that he fired his entire, the staff of his radio morning show. And y'all, when you listen to this story, he's something else. Now look, he fired him because he's moving to LA. It's reported that he didn't even tell them that he was firing them. He had one of his underlings go to the staff, I think it was an executive producer, and let them know that, Steve was moving to LA and basically the show was going to be over. And to add insult to injury, he didn't even allow any of them to interview for his new show when he gets to LA. Basically, the show that he's going to have in LA, he's already hired his staff there, and the staff that he had in Chicago is not welcome to that new show, you know. And when you read the stories about this, it appears that these people were very loyal to him. And it said that they were very hurt over the way all of this was done. Y'all, I told y'all, I think Steve is getting bigger and bigger, and his head is getting bigger and bigger too. He says that, once he moves to LA, he'll be able to, interview more celebrities and be the funny man that he enjoys being. But you know what I'm starting to notice? Steve is starting to burn a lot of bridges, y'all. He's leaving a lot of people behind, that he stepped on or walked over to get this fame that he has. And you know what? You can't do that for too long. Because after a while, you make a name for yourself. And then people don't want to work with you. Now, yeah, he is balling. He got all these shows going on. And right now, he's on the top. But as you start to look, you know, in Steve's past and things that he's done to other people, namely Bernie Mac, everybody was mad over how he went behind Bernie Mac's back and tried to steal a job from him. Then, he had all that backlash from Donald Trump. And y'all, honestly, it's like Steve has gone crazy after that. He didn't expect the black community to, you know, I guess take him to task on, visiting with Donald Trump, calling him coons and all that. He didn't expect that backlash. And it also feels like that Steve has forgot the people that helped him get to the top. Now, something else interesting that, about his morning show. I wonder what's going to happen to J. Anthony Brown, because I also heard about that interview where Mary J. Blige was on the show and J. Anthony Brown had asked Mary J., if she was going to be making any more music because, he said something like, you do your best work when you're in a hurting situation or you're going through some things. And from what I heard, Steve Harvey stopped the show and basically told J. Anthony Brown, you looking to get fired. And like kind of blasted him on the air. I don't know about Steve Harvey, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all, honestly, years ago when he was with Kings of Comedy, I liked him. But the more and more I find out about him, it seems like Steve is one of those people that will walk all over everybody else to get to the top. He doesn't care who he hurts or, who he tramples over in his quest to make it to the big time. But the only thing about that, y'all, that doesn't work in the end. You might be on the top, but when he has a fall, it's gonna be big. And because he has walked all over people to get to where he is, he's leaving enemies all in back of him. And one day that shit is gonna catch up with him. When I heard this latest about, you know, his show, the radio show, I thought those people were like really good and he, would offer one or at least two of them a job. But to hear that he just basically said, look, I'm out, y'all figure out what y'all gonna do. They said that he didn't even write an email, a thank you for the years that those people rode with him. Basically, those people were told don't even come up to him when you see him in the office to speak to him about it because he's a very busy man. Ain't that some bullshit, y'all? Those people helped his show become the popular show that it was. It was on an ensemble. Everybody, Nephew Tommy, all those people were instrumental in making that show popular. I don't know, y'all. What I said in that other video about Steve Harvey, you never win when you're doing dirty. I just wanted to know, had y'all heard about that story about him firing his whole Chicago, staff, about him moving to LA? He done got big time, y'all, and ooh, he booked. He ain't got time for underlings and, worried about people's feelings and all that. Wow, y'all. And something else? The more that I hear about him, the more I believe his ex-wife, because the picture of Steve that I thought that was out there is not the picture. When you do a little scratching off the surface of who Steve Harvey is, you start to find all this dirty shit that he done to people. And like, I am totally blown away. It was one thing, to find out how he did his ex-wife. But, people break up every day, things happen. But when I found out how he did her, now all this stuff that he's doing to his staff and the people that, supported him and rolled with him for years. And it wasn't the fact that he wanted to move on and make his life a little comfortable. It's the way he did them. Basically, he didn't even tell them. And then after they were told, don't even try to talk to him. Ain't that some bullshit, y'all? Ooh, child. Let me know what y'all think, cause this Steve Harvey, he's starting to pop up in the news every 5 fucking minutes. So I guess like his wife, his ex-wife, he done steamrolled over some other people. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. And with that, y'all, this is the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. You guys have a great evening now. Bye-bye.